going on. I don't want to battle anybody named Crazy Man from Pakistan. Although it did rhyme. I like that. It's constantly, we left this out for a reason. And it wasn't because, you got caught in a lie, you got caught scamming, you got caught this. No, it was because I was tired of every day waking up to Reddit posts and bullshit. And all the awareness pages said, hey, guys, we just want y'all gone. That's all we want. Leave TikTok, we'll leave you alone. We sat down and discussed it, and I was like, you know what? It's worth leaving the TikTok just to get peace of mind, right? It's worth it. So we left TikTok, and for a month straight have dealt with the same bullshit that we was dealing with beforehand. Same stuff. And I can definitely tell we're not on private tonight because it's rocking and rolling. There are people joining. I didn't come off private because I need a new group of people to beg. It hasn't changed, Miss Brenda. It hasn't not 1% changed. Did exactly what they was like. Hey, only we want y'all to do is leave TikTok. If y'all leave TikTok, they said it for months. If you leave TikTok, we'll leave you alone. So we left TikTok, and we didn't get left alone. Every day on Reddit, there was something new. Something new. Pictures of our car at the hotel we was parked at. Pictures, if we went to McDonald's, it was pictures there. I don't care if y'all share the live or not. I don't. I really don't. The whole deal was we left TikTok, we got left alone. We didn't get left alone, so we came back to TikTok. Now it's 10 times worse. We came back on private because I didn't want to deal with the awareness groups. And hey, Betty Boo, your phone's ringing.
Oh, what is it? Dang it.
Oh, you missed it. Betty Boo, we're here. We're live. We're going to take that as the win. And like I'm saying, like we left TikTok because that was supposed to have been the deal. They didn't hold up their end of the deal, so we came back. And now, because we're on private, they'll come off private because they've got to beg new people for money. The first day we got back on, we didn't say a word about needing anything. Well, he's back dry begging. Earlier today, the only thing I said was, man, if I had the money, I'd go get me an energy drink. Apparently, that's dry begging. Now, apparently, you can't say, man, I wished I had the money for that because you're dry begging. We've all sat around at some point or another and had something we couldn't afford and go, man, if I had the money, boy, I wished I could get that. So if you do that, you're dry begging.
And I made a joke about Dunkin's.
Yeah.
And I was obviously being sarcastic on there.
But you was dry begging.
But I was dry begging.
So whatever the narrative is that you guys want it to be, that's what it is. Whatever y'all, because that's the game that's played here. I hear you, Betty Boo. The game is, it doesn't matter what I say, I'm in the wrong. Hey, Tanny. It doesn't matter what I do, I'm in the wrong. Hey, Jamie. We came back on private because we didn't want to be bothered. We just wanted to talk to our friends, and I'm in the wrong for that. Gracie May, now I love some Mountain Dew. Love the Code Red. I've been searching for the Code Red Zero. We have not found it yet at any stores around here. It's like, it exists. I know it does because my buddy got one in Jackson. But as of right now, I can't find them here. Um, but yeah, so yeah, we came off private simply because I'm tired of the garbage. Now, if we're going to make a deal, now we don't have a Circle. I think the nearest Circle K is like Covington, maybe.
Maybe.
The closer you get to Memphis here, we finally get Circle K's. So we don't have Circle K's here. And I keep asking the Pepsi guy, that does all the stores around here, like, hey, can you get the Code Red Zero? And he's like, no, we take that up to stores up around Humboldt and stuff. Can you like drop one off here somewhere? Circle K's like it's just a convenience store. Hey, Carrie. So, but yeah, we did the deal where if we leave TikTok, they left us alone. That was worth a peace of mind. It was worth my mental health. Hey, Jennifer. Hey, Britt. They never stopped talking about us. We've come back. It's been worse. So yeah, off private right now. Hey, DJ. And the mood I'm in right now, I'm ready to argue with them. I really am. I'm done. Hey, Rebecca. We try to come back private just to talk to our friends, and whatever they say it's what it is. Rebecca, we left TikTok last month with the deal from these awareness pages. Like, if we just leave TikTok, they'll leave us alone. Because I got tired of coming. We couldn't even come on here and do battles because of them. Because they have labeled us scammers and beggars and liars. All right, Betty Boo. Yeah. And again, the agendas, it's whatever they say it is. It's, it's dark out here right now. And they could say that I'm lying about that. And exactly, Britt. It's, hope I'm not on camera doing this. My nose was itching, guys. It's, they said, well, we're doing this for the people who got ripped off by you. Well, nobody got ripped off by me. I can show receipts of if someone sent us money for help and I said it was going for a hotel room, it went for a hotel room. I can show on Cash App and Venmo that hotel rooms was paid for with the money that I got. If I got on here and said, guys, we don't have anything to eat, can you help us with that? And somebody helped us, that's what the money went for. It's flat out we're homeless. We're in the car the night. We was lucky enough a few months ago to get a vehicle again, finally. Very thankful for that. But it's like everybody's like, oh, where do they get the money for the car? It's nobody's business where we got the money for the car. I don't ask anybody where they get their money from. Why is it their business where I got money for a car from? Right? It's not. But they think it is. Because their awareness and, oh, you probably scammed somebody out of it. We've tried DoorDash in here. We're going to try it again. Last time we did it for about 4 hours and made $8. So we're going to try it again and see. I got to get a little bit more gas. That's not me asking for gas. Let's get that in the clear. That's not me asking anybody for gas. That's just a fact. I can't do DoorDash on an eighth of a tank of gas. And as soon as I get some more gas money, we're going to start doing DoorDash again. But that's not me dry begging anybody for gas money. I don't want anybody to send me nothing. I don't want nothing. Not a thing. That's not me dry begging for gas money.
We can't do Spark because right now we don't have the room in our car because everything we own, which isn't much, but everything we own is in our car. from the back seat to the trunk.
Our trunk is packed full with our clothes and other things, and our fur baby and our coolers in the back seat. So Sparks, we don't really have room for Spark. Got enough room to do DoorDash, but said I've got to come up with some more gas money. But again, that's not me dry begging for gas money. You know. And see, that's the thing. You can't get on here and you can't ask for help. You can't ask for help from nobody. Because as soon as you ask for help, you're a lying piece of shit begging scammer. You know. And excuse the language, but that's how they do it. That's how they mark you. And once you're marked that from one group, these other people who can't make content and get follows and everything will take it and do it. And then this one over here will do it, and they're all doing their little live talking about people hiding behind their filters and their fake names and pictures of Ryan Upchurch and all kind of other shit.
You need to acknowledge. Was that Casey?
Yeah. Well, Carrie did.
Okay.
I wasn't going to say nothing. I don't believe half the people you talk to anymore. User, I'm trying to find something, but again, it's hard to find a job when you're living in your car and your spouse is in the car with you. I don't have anywhere to take her. I don't have anywhere to leave her because of her health conditions. She would have to be in a secured place, in a room, or a house or something. But I can't just drop her off at like the library, and she can't. Jobs ain't gonna let you pull up and somebody sit in your vehicle all day long. She cannot drive. I know that's gonna be a question asked. She can't drive because of epilepsy. She cannot get a driver's license because of her epilepsy. And I know before it's said, I know people get driver's license with epilepsy. Her doctor will not sign the forms for her to get a driver's license.
Yeah, y'all want me to tell y'all something that actually happened in this town?
Everybody's out the boostos.
Yeah. There was this lady that was just driving along, and she did have a history of them, but she started having a seizure, and guess what happened? She drove right into a restaurant.
And before anybody says that's a lie, look up Busto's restaurant accident, Dyersburg, Tennessee. She had a seizure, gassed it, drove through the front of the restaurant. Since June of last year. That way, nobody thinks it was the year before. June ain't happened this year yet, so. But exactly, Twisted Kitty. And I know some people get driver's license with epilepsy, but it's because they might go years. Even after me saying that you can't just be left somewhere and do stuff because of your medical history and everything. Be left at the mall or a library or a church.
So I'm going to sit in a church for 10 hours every day?
She went for a year one time with no seizure, and her doctor still wouldn't sign off on her paperwork to get a driver's license. And I don't want her driving with epilepsy. Anything can happen to anybody at any time, any given time. Driving down the road, somebody could be driving down the road and have a heart attack, and bam. Anything can happen to anybody at any given time. But when you already got the medical history there, It's like, why risk it? It's like she takes a risk and she drives and she goes out there and she has a wreck. It doesn't affect her, but what if someone in the other vehicle doesn't make it? That's going to affect her for the rest of her life. Everybody keeps telling me to check out Kentucky. They say Kentucky's a lot better with housing and everything. Hey, wild child. Um, right now, our biggest thing about moving would be just can't afford to move. We can't afford to get to the next place. And again, that's not me dry begging and asking anybody to send me gas money for us to get to a different city. That's what it's. And I keep going back to that because every time I do a video, whether I haven't asked for anything except for one video. One video the other day when it got really hot, and desperately needed to get you somewhere cool. But everything else, I've been dry begging, and I've been just, oh, poor me. Oh, if I had this, I had that. Here's Nikki. I agree with you. We thought we had a good church we was going to. And we're actually looking for a different church because I need some spiritual guidance. I've been reaching out to a couple of my buddies that are really spiritual. What Cash App did you send it to? Because I haven't posted my Cash App unless you've had it in the past. Oh, well.
Was it?
Thank you, Britt. Well, we do appreciate that.
I don't know if she uses somebody else's.
I don't want to just blast your name out on there, but like, last name start with a V? Okay. Gotcha. Well, thank you for that. We appreciate that.
We appreciate that a lot.
And it's been a minute since I've been on, and I've, temperature where we're at tonight's like, I don't know, it's like 50 something right now. Actually, quite comfortable sitting here in the car. Britt, yes, it did help. Thank you. We appreciate that. But we was talking about the church stuff.
Yeah.
I don't mind sharing the story, but as soon as I share the story, it's, oh, he's got an excuse why they can't go to church, would be the next thing said. But spiritually, I'm struggling. And again, thank you, Brittany. We appreciate that. I've reached out to a friend of mine who's very spiritual now, and he's been helping me a lot with it. Like, I've gotten to the point to where, and I've always believed in the Lord, and that's what I'm having to do because I'm man. It's like I don't want to get too deep into it, but it's kind of hard not to. Maybe talking to a few of y'all on here help. Miss Brenda, I'll tell you what, I've been mad too. I've been mad at God too. I've been sitting there trying to figure out how I see people who they're still doing a whole lot worse than I've ever done in my life, and they succeed every day. It's like um, I'd get up, and the first thing I would do every day would be I'd talk to the Lord, and then I would get into the Bible at some point in the day. And if I couldn't sit down and physically take my Bible and read it, I got it on my phone, and I'd stick in an earbud while I was doing something, and I'd have it playing in the background, And we was going to church, and we was uh, it's going, Tamara. We're having to stay in the car tonight, but that's fine. We'll be all right. Uh, had a pretty decent workout a while ago. Um, Tamara's videos keep me going sometimes about the gym. I'm like, well, she's plugging along. I've got to plug along with her.
Yeah.
I think I got my Planet Fitness shirt on right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's my thing has gotten to the point. It's like I pray and I give it all over, and I'm just like, when does relief happen? When does relief happen? And I'm not saying um, that I'm expecting God to just change our whole situation. But where does relief happen? That's where I've been struggling like a lot lately. And I have to remind myself that things that has happened has been a blessing. It's been a blessing we got this car. It's been a blessing that we've met some good people. I have to remind myself that I don't know if y'all can see her over there or not. I have to remind myself that um, there are good things that happen. It's just there's so much so much of a bad thing happens. It's like, where's some relief? Like, hey, Nene, it's kind of like the whole point of why am I sitting here and reading the Bible and praying to this, and there's not even a day of relief. Hey, Rainbow, thank you, blessed to the fullest. Nene, we're hanging in there. We're in the car tonight, and again, thanks. I guess this is a small miracle. We'll take it that it's 50 something degrees out here tonight. Uh, Rainbow, we are live and off of private. That is awesome, Nene. There is a video of our story somewhere on the page. I probably need to pin it. Um, Rainbow, I'm just letting it roll tonight, unless they come in here and um, just start being rude and ugly. Um, they're going to get a screenshot or a screen recording of me anyway, and they're going to say they're going to make whatever narrative they want out of whatever I'm saying. So it's got to the point to where I don't even care anymore. Um, well, is that a good thing there, Nene? Or I know you need to be around some people. I mean, our story, it's hey, Oklahoma breakdown. Um, our story is kind of simple. We this is the first time we've been homeless. Um, I don't know where these awareness pages gets that we've been doing this for decades. It's not. This is the first time we became homeless in June of last year. It's the first time we've ever been homeless. Uh, we was fortunate to be able to stay in hotel rooms. A lot of that was through good fortune of people, good-hearted people helping us out along the way. Um, and I'm gonna try to catch up with everybody talking. I'm not skipping anything. I'm just trying to tell the story to Pappy, Papaw. You know who I'm talking to. I kind of almost said your name. Um, Bean's trying to get up front with us. Um, we got to the hotels. I had lost my job. We lost our house. Got to the hotel. I thought we could be out of it pretty quick. Got into a vicious cycle of everything we had was taking just to survive. Um, Here recently, we was able to get a car. We thought we was getting back on our feet. We thought we was going to be able to get a house. Uh, that didn't go quite as planned, but we did get a car. Juju's wanting to tell everybody hi. No, she's gonna be shy. Um, so now we're bouncing back and forth between hotels and our car. So, and again, that wasn't me telling the story of the dry bag. Someone asked about the story, and I wanted to tell them. Uh, I don't mind answering questions. I really don't. So, let me go back and answer some stuff. Donna J is like, um, yeah, and I don't mind that. Answering anybody's questions. I'm so uh, ADHD when I'm talking and reading and stuff. Georgia used to get on to me so much for that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't mind answering any questions and everything. You did ask the story, but there's a group of people on here who will take it and be like, oh, he's telling him that just so he'll send them money. He's dry begging from this guy. And I'm sure you'll probably have DMs. Tracy Ann, the new job didn't work out the way I thought it was going to. So, yeah. Rachel Rees, at this point, I'm lost for a plan. That's a good thing you're private. We was private. We took it off private, so we have filled out stuff with West Tennessee Homeless Solution, hoping they can help us get somewhere, because if I can get her to where she is safe, I can go to work, because, we got a car now. I'm not depending on other people to pick me up and take me to work. I'm not depending on, hey, if they don't go to work, I can't go to work. Last minute call-ins, and they call you, hey, I'm not going to work today. That type of situation. She was just up here a second ago, Bean. They're asking about you. So here I am, y'all. Oh, my cuteness. So if like I said, I can't take her to sit in the parking lot of a job. I have to have somewhere for her to go. And with us bouncing back and forth, 2 or 3 nights in a room, 2 or 3 nights in the car, back and forth, it's hard to really nail anything down. So really, I don't know what the plan is at this point. We have to get some kind of housing or enough weeks Brownie, didn't nobody ask you to support us. I'm not asking anybody for nothing. Talking to people who's asking me questions. Sure, anybody can ask anything you want to ask. I'll answer it. If I, you know, May Taylor, right now we're staying in the car. We did have a hotel room for a couple of nights, but now we're in the car. And I'm about to crack the windows a little bit more. You getting warm?
A little.
It's cool out here tonight. But
it's cool. It's just
we got the windows rolled up, y'all. She just made an appearance on here. She's in the back seat.
She's got a little bed.
Yeah, she's got a little area back there. We were going to start back door dashing. Last time we door dashed, we did it for 4 hours and made $8. May Taylor, we have one shelter here. It's a woman's shelter. They've got about 12 beds, but they don't always operate because they don't have the people to volunteer to run it. I think a lot of people too think we're in a big city. We're not.
Mm-mm.
See, I can't just leave her at a library or something because of her health issues. We actually live in Dyersburg, Tennessee. I know I can't leave her out in public like that because of them. We've got family here, but we don't have any support from them. Dang, Jenny just asked in the question of Roll Tide if they're spying. Probably is, so they can go back and put stuff on there on the awareness pages and stuff. I mean, that's another thing. I can't take the dog in a hot car all day too at work. So if we had a solid place of our own, yeah, I need to block Roll Tide. So I know exactly who she is and what she's about, but when I click on the thing, it pulls up yours. So if one of my admins, if Carrie or Rainbow is in here, take Roll Tide out. So that's one of them that's been going and talking about us on Reddit. So if y'all are on here and y'all can find her on here, take her out. If not, I'll look her up. Hey, Laura. We are looking for a new church. When I reached out to my pastor and said, man, I'm struggling hard today, and I desperately need some spiritual guidance. Can you, there we go. Definitely need some spiritual guidance today. I'm struggling. I'm depressed. I'm not in good head. I'm not in a good headspace at the time when I sent that. And he read my text and left and didn't respond. No motel tonight. There's a video up. Explains everything about the prison. If y'all want to go watch that, it's fine.
Because there's not a picture.
Yeah. I tell you what. Hey, Rainbow, do your thing. We do have family near. We just don't have a support system from them. Carrie, if you want to do your thing too, if you're still around on here. Because I come off private for them to come in and debate me. And hey, y'all just this serious about it. Okay, so the ghost of CJ just got blocked, but he came back under another one. Did y'all see that?
I told you.
There's going to be one of them multiple burner accounts there. That's kind of why I didn't want to come off private. Hey, David Summer, how are you?
Hey.
Because when I tell you, I blocked probably 70 different names. And it wasn't because they was friends. With awareness groups and everything. It was strictly because I went to the pages that had our videos up, and the people who commented on it, I Rainbow unblocked by you, girl, and there's a reason I did that. If if she's awareness, she helped us the other night, so I don't know if she just watches awareness, but I went to the videos that was up of us, and I looked at all the comments, and I clicked on everybody's profile pic, and everybody who was following us but was on these videos talking shit about us got blocked. So that was a clean out the other day of people. Like people that has been on here. Yeah, I know. But anyway, people that we thought was our friends on here was on there talking shit about us. They heard you when you said someone turned off their alarm. Yeah, MLA Red, it's me again. I guess it's you again. Princess Gigi, we've been better, but we've been worse. Didn't get to start the job. Well, I started the job, but I didn't get to keep it. Blood pressure problems with my physical. So, really didn't get a good start at it. Just a couple of days. How many accounts do you got, Ghost of CJ? Hey, Kaylee's mom. Tonight we are unfortunately sleeping in the car. That's not me asking anybody to uh, pay for the room. You know, I tell you, I've mostly seen if someone has that many accounts, they're an awareness page because they keep getting blocked by people. I've got one account, guys. Got one account. Kaylee, mom, we're doing pretty good, I guess. A little unfortunate we're sleeping in the car tonight, but it is what it is. That's it's we're just our safe spot's been compromised. Um, by a family member because we was parking by their houses, and he decided to tell one of the awareness pages where we've been parking and when we're there and everything, so we don't feel safe going there anymore. So tonight we're kind of hoping we get to stay in this spot we're at all night, but not for sure if we will or not. So hoping we get some sleep once the city calms down. We're not a we're not a 24-hour a day hot spot like some people think we are. The mall's been closed for 3 hours now. Um, yeah, it's going to be tough to get some. I'll probably be up most of the night making sure we're safe and everything, and then I'll sleep when I get a chance. That's just. Uh, Eric, the actor. I mean, I'm a firm believer that prayer does help. But uh, see, that's kind of what we're. I don't want to go into too many details on where we're at because I don't want to. Because they've taken pictures of us in our at our the little guard dog. Yeah, she will definitely bark if someone try to open up a door or anything. The doors are locked. Um, they've taken pictures of us at our hotel, McDonald's, and everything else. So the last thing I really want is anybody to roll up on us and take a picture when we're trying to sleep. That's why I'll be awake most of the night. That would be the only good thing is if they did it, we'd finally, you know. I never thought about that. Ron McDonald said when he lived in his car, he would go to different hospitals and sleep because it was safer there. Jennifer, not yet. People are doing that, and there's a Reddit page of them doing it and everything else.
Thank you for the rose.
Yeah, thank you for the rose. I never thought about the hospital. That's sweet of you, Jennifer. Somebody went missing. I was reading something that went missing. Okay. I need to. Can't send a message back there. So we don't have any casinos. They really do. They'll kick you when you're down. They will kick you when you're down, step on you, and run all over you. And I'm trying to find someone that got blocked that should not have been blocked. I blocked them on their one account. Y'all bear with me. Okay, now I'm going to catch back up. I sure didn't think about about that at all. Give me one. I sure didn't think um, about that at all. Give me 1 second. Let me check. Give me 1 second. Let me check. Give me 1 more second. Give me 1 more second, and let me. Give me 1 more second, and let me check something. And let me check something. Thank you for the heart puffs. I came back in on those rolling. Uh, yeah, our nearest casino is like in the next state. I wish we had a casino here. Tennessee doesn't have casinos. I don't know how long we've had scratch offs in the lottery, but it hasn't been super long.
No.
Maybe 15 years. We usually, if we go to a casino back in the day when we could afford it, we would go to Caruthersville, Cape, or Tunica.
Mm-hmm.
I thought Arkansas had one.
I thought somebody said they did too.
Where is Southland in? Is Southland in Mississippi?
Yeah, I think technically Southlands and
Southland Casino? Yeah, we've been to all of them in Tunica in the past. Of course, it would be in the past, and yeah, we've been to all of them down there. We've been to the one at Crothersville, Missouri, the one in Cape Girardeau, Missouri. Yeah, I remember when they got their first casino down there in Tunica. And my aunt and uncle used to love going to them. We got a buddy who loves going to them. He loves. He's been to a bunch of them down in Biloxi. If we had one here, we could man, we could. I know our buddy's got free rooms out the rear end at casinos. If we had one here, he could hook us up on some rooms. Casinos are nice. It's you can't go into the casino with the idea that you're going to come out rich. But so it's actually been some good conversation tonight.
yeah.
Guys, I've enjoyed talking. I'm not getting off yet, but I just wanted to say that I've enjoyed talking to you guys and everything. wasn't as near as much hate as I thought it was going to be. I'm sure. I'd almost bet. Let's say she hopes you're feeling better.
Thank you. I do have a touch of a headache right now, but it ain't nothing I can't handle.
I'd almost bet that we're being screen recorded somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
So, y'all should go to the casino at least once. Now, when we went to Cape, she hit over $500.
Mm-hmm.
Last time we went to Caruthersville, you hit 3. And then I've hit a few $100 in Caruthersville, and you racked up pretty good in Tunica.
Yeah.
But now we've gone. We've lost more at the casinos than we've won. We've lost more times than we've won. Nice. Hey, I tell you what, once we get back on our feet, we'll all meet at a casino and have a day at it. Our buddy talked one of his work buddies into going to. Okay, everybody goes except for Britt. Our buddy talked one of his work buddies into going with him for the first time, and he was just like, man, I don't know. I don't want to go over there and spend too much money and everything. And he accidentally played a $1 game, slot machine, for a $10 roll. He thought he was playing the penny one for a 10-cent roll. Keen. And hit it for $3,400 on his accidental roll. You can lose a lot. I mean, like I said, we've lost more times than we've won at a casino. And when we go over there, we'd be like, all right, we'll carry $200 to the casino, and once we lose that, that's it. And you do that 5 or 6 times, and then then you win 500, but you've done spent $1,000 get to the 500.
Mm-hmm.
It's rough. God, $80K in one night. That's. If I won $80K in one night, I'd be tickled pink. So, man, $200,000. Blew through $200,000 in a year and a half at casino. They're fun, but they're dangerous. They are dangerous. You start chasing that high of winning. It's so that's a slippery slope. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I'd say it's worse than one, but it's right up there with it. Right up there with it. See, in Missouri. Oh, I got to change around. If you want to talk, let me know. In Missouri, you have to pay for your drinks. In Mississippi, they're free as long as you're gambling. And you liked that one night.
Mm-hmm.
She was just asking people, what are you drinking? They tell her, she's like, I'm ordering one. We go to Horseshoe Casino down there. That's the one we used to go to. And they had a thing where you could just push it on the slot machines and stuff and order your drink. That's how Mississippi is. As long as you're at a slot machine and stuff, you can order one. Now, I like good cigars, and I dropped me a couple bourbons on the rocks while I was smoking a cigar because I'd never done that before, and I wanted to feel like a big dog. So, but yeah. Well, we've talked about a little bit of everything tonight. No, that wasn't me dry begging anybody for a trip to the casino.
It's pitiful we have to say that every time that we talk about something.
It's it's just it is what it is. Huh. Okay, Carrie. Yeah, we're going to get off here soon. Also, like the whole point of me jumping on here though out of private was all these big bad awareness groups was going to come at me as soon as they see me off private. Most of them I've been to, you can smoke in them. They're an over 21 facility, and Haley, we've been coming live just about every day, but it's usually earlier. But yeah, most 21 and above facilities you can still smoke at. I know there's some clubs that you can still smoke at. I've always taken my cigars to the casinos and smoked them, and you know, never had an issue out of it. To me, that's part of the. I like going down to Tunica because I would get me a drink and a cigar and oh wow, and I would watch like the bands and stuff they would have there on the weekends. They'd have live music and stuff, and I'd sit back with a cigar and an adult beverage and would watch the band. Enjoying myself, watch the people making a fool of themselves out there. Yeah, cigar smoke is an acquired smell. A lot of times, though, it's the cigarettes. Cigarettes get me. I don't like cigarette smoke. And you'll walk past 5 or 6 slot machines, and there's every one of them got somebody sitting there just puffing away on one, and I'm just like, ugh, I don't like. Thank you, Melissa, for the rose. How far along pregnant are you, if you don't mind me asking? And no, I'm not dry begging for her kid. I'm just asking how far along she's pregnant. 7 months. I'm glad you said 7 months because in my mind right now, as tired as I am, I don't have the capacity to figure out what 29 weeks was. Thank you for the hand heart. Hey, Sanders. We'll have to tell the awareness people that we've made 51 cents on this. So we should be all right for at least 9 days. Well, Kaylee, congratulations. And congratulations to Tulsa, too. Both y'all expecting. Sanders, about the only thing new is I'm not really a whole lot. It's a drop of gasoline. Well, tell your baby we said happy birthday. Turned 20 today. Boy, I wish I could go back to 20. Be a magical year. We wasn't married yet. That wouldn't make it magical. We was dating.
Yeah.
Boy. Yeah, 51 cents should be able to feed us and put us in a hotel room for 9 days. 51 cents. We have been married for 24 years. April 27th was our 24th anniversary.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think not even 9 seconds. Oh, okay, I'm with you now. Yeah, 1 penny each day. Um, you know, for 26 cents a day, we can feed somebody in Africa. So this is America. So for 51 cents, we should be able to build a mansion.
Did you say would?
That's funny. Y'all bear with. That's funny. Y'all bear with me 1 second. Y'all bear with me 1 second. With me 1 second. Okay. Yeah, 51 cents. They might let her sniff the espresso beans. You know, let her lick the Cool Whip can's top or something. But she'll come on here tomorrow at some point, and she'll have a coffee. But it's only because I'm gonna use my McDonald's point like a big pimpin' and get her one. So yeah, you always wonder how they do what. I got lost on that one. Sorry, we'll move down there. We're doing pretty good. And I'm tired as all get out. It's like I was just mentally exhausted from the day, and I hope my finger's not over the microphone hole. I have a habit about doing that. Hey, Ashley and Chris popped on. We ain't seen Ashley and Chris in forever. How you doing, Ashley and Chris?
I know, right?
Hey, Lynn. Yeah, I'm gonna post. I'm gonna put a video up. And might as well. It's always Chris, never Ashley. Remember that? I remember I made the joke like I don't even know if Ashley exists.
Yeah.
It's been a while, buddy. Glad you're doing good. Lynn, how are you? Chris, we've been better. We've been better. We've been worse. Tonight we're unfortunately sleeping in the car, but you know it. Fortunate enough to have a car to sleep in, so you know. But yeah, I think tomorrow we'll post a video from getting it from McDonald's. You know, and hey Leslie, but it's going to be from points. It sure ain't going to be from money. No, we still don't have the tags for the car. But our drive out tag doesn't expire for another month, so. Sanders, we're hoping that where we're at, they kind of leave us alone and let us sit here all night. It feels pretty safe, but it's kind of, I don't know. Yeah, it's one of those situations where kind of like I don't feel like we're in a bad spot, but I feel like I really wish we was in a better spot. If we cover the windows, then we can't get any air in. Chris, we ate earlier in the day. Like what time? About 11ish.
Mm-hmm.
Cashed in the McDonald's points. We can cover the front of the window, but I tell you, I wish we had a little fan. And that's not me dry begging for a fan. That's just me saying, hey, I wish this is something we had. Next time I get a little extra money, I'm going to make it a point to buy us one. Just to charge it up and keep it in. Because if we had a little fan, it would, like some air could circulate. It wouldn't be that bad. We have a little bit of gas. We don't have a whole lot. Lynn, I know ours is a little bit strict on how they let people park. If we was in a camper or a van, they pretty well will let you park. But being in a car, I don't know. Hey. Uh, the weather here has been today. It's been nice. It's rained off and on a little bit. Um, right now it's in the 50s. There was a breeze. I don't know what happened to the breeze. Excuse me, that burp snuck up on me. So, Chris, you're probably getting that rain that came through here. Hey. Okay, give me a kiss. There you go. That's kind of. It was cloudy here all day. Spots of rain off and on. Like rain clouds would come in, rain for 10, 15 minutes and move out. Uh, it never broke 70 degrees today. Good Lord.
What?
That mouth big. I'm in trouble now, guys. Now, our nearest camping grounds, to my knowledge, is about 40 minutes away. So
They're always saying you're mean to me now.
they're saying I control you anyway. I'm a controlling, vindictive person. The same person who said that, they said, I wished he talked to me that way. I've called him out and called him some horrible names trying to get him to pop his little head out and show me who he really is, but he's not man enough to do it. See, that's what gets me about some of these awareness groups is I'll say this much. As much as I hate the tattoo head guy, Mike, I can't think of his name on here. Not the one, that's it. As much as I hate that guy, at least he sits there with his face on his videos. He doesn't hide behind fake pictures and filters. So yeah. I'll give him that much. I've never been to a campground, so I didn't know what they charge or anything. But it's not anywhere where we can get to it. Chris, we really hope so. We have been back and forth between the car and hotel rooms. We was in a hotel room last night. Just the way it played out today, which is where we're at tonight. Hey, Angel Eyes, how are you? Thank you for the rose, Pam. Juju is scratching her stomach right now. she popped up here a while ago and gave us some stinky kisses and went on. So a room tonight, and y'all, Grandma J asked. I'm not asking, and um, to get back into the hotel room tonight would be $145 because they do charge a $50 deposit. Unfortunately, when we checked out today, we would have to pay the $50 deposit back again. They're usually $90 to $95 a night, but with that checkout, it would be $150 to check back in. It is crazy. We have a cheaper one here, but he stays so booked up because he is the cheapest one in town. Well, we've got one that runs for $70. We've got two more that are pretty cheap, but they won't let you get a room if you're from here. The Economy Inn and Quality Inn has a big sign up on the door that says "Do not rent to locals." So that leaves you with a couple of other options before you get into like hotel, Holiday Inn, and the Hilton. And those are, if y'all think 100 and something is high, y'all should hear what the Hilton and stuff is. We the motel we was at, like I said, it's the first night is 145. Every other night after that is between 90 to 95. They're really 75 to 80, but we do have a dog, so we get charged a little bit extra. Yeah, 2 nights at the Hilton was $410 was the quote they gave us for the Hilton. We ended up having to stay at the Holiday Inn for a couple of nights, and that ran about $400. I think it was $390 something. It was right there at it. That was for 2 nights at the Hilton. It was 400 plus, and it was 2 nights at Holiday Inn was like $390 something and some change. So hotels are expensive, especially the ones who. Well, I used the card. Let me answer that real quick because you did ask it again, and I understand. I'm with you now, Lynn. When you use a card, it takes a couple of days to get the $50 deposit back. Since we just checked out today, we won't get the $50 deposit back until tomorrow or
I was gonna say more than likely
Tuesday.
Tuesday because today's Sunday. So
1 to 2 days usually after a checkout to get the money back. Yeah, I'd love to get a camper. They're usually, we've dealt with them before, Kaylee, and it's usually 1 to 2 days. Nene, I haven't seen Charlotte on her lives, but we talked to her on Facebook. Yeah, we actually stayed at the Hilton, no, way back when, and and they charged us $50 for Juju. That's back when we had some issues at the house and needed a night somewhere else because we didn't have electricity and it was in the middle of summer. She seems to be doing pretty good. She just went and seen Metallica. The tent thing, we can't do the tent thing because with her medical issues, she does have hemiplegia. It affects her legs and stuff. Air mattresses and sleeping on the ground is definitely going to be a no-no. Yeah, I know they charged us $50 for her, but they was like, well, if you stay for 5 days, hey, thank you for the gift, Jay Lane. Um, you stay 5 days, you don't have to pay anything else until the sixth day. You have to pay another $50. But we was only staying a night there, and at the time I was working, had a great job. We just needed a place to go overnight. And thank you for joining our team. And you know, stayed there because it was the nicest one in town. It had the best ratings. So I do know that the campgrounds that are close to us do not have uh, cabins. Closest one that's got cabins is up around Nassus Trace, and that's about an hour and 20 minutes away.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all bear with me 1 second. I need to check a message. About an hour and 20 minutes away.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all bear with me 1 second. I need to check a message. One of the downfalls of being public again is old Mike, old tattoo head, not the one. The guy I was just talking about, I actually gave him credit for putting his face out there where a lot of the awareness people don't. He's streaming us, so probably sitting there talking his shit to us on his camera. But anyway. But anyway. So that's the downfall of coming off of um, private. So
Thank you. You're exactly right.
it's he's the only one I can give credit to though about using his face. I don't know. The other ones use filters. It's he's the only one I can give credit to though about using his face. I don't know. The other ones use filters. He's the only one I can give credit to though about using his face. I don't know. The other ones use filters. So the end game right now, the only thing I know is what I hope for it to be. She's like, who's talking shit? Hold me back. Hold me back. That was
You
cute.
can put a hole in Mama's shirt.
She just popped up out of nowhere. He's just a lonely soul sitting in his room with nothing better to do. Probably doesn't have any friends. Um, just sitting there on his computer all day. Couldn't make content and make it on his own, so he had to jump on the awareness. It's funny though, because the people who come after me go after him too. It's like they don't like him.
Mm-mm.
They've got videos up of him, but he's streaming us tonight. It must be a slow business night because Mom's basement.
Yeah.
I can't confirm nor deny that. I've only been told that he lives with his mom and draws a check. I can't confirm or deny that. So, Bean, you're getting a lot of screen time. Mom's closet. It's really time for him to come out of the closet. Shit, I did that. I should have said that. I mean, every time I said something, oh yeah, you've done that. You've done that, man. You're definitely talking big and shit to his own camera, you know. But I'm not scared of you. I'll pull up in real life. No, you won't. Anyway, that amused him. That's got him going over there right now. That pulled his string right there, buddy. That pulled his string, guys. Her name is Julie, but we call her Juju Bean or Juju, or Chipmunk, or Mean Bean. Oh, Bean. So she's got about 15 different nicknames, but her original name is Julie. Well, her original name was Juliet, but everybody called her Julie. And yes, she had a brother named Romeo. But originally she wasn't our pup. Bean. Come back for a second. Jennifer didn't get to see you. She's cutting up oranges.
Come here, Chipmunk.
Come here. Hey, Jennifer. It's like, here I am. She was my wife's grandmother's dog, and when her grandmother passed away, we kind of really didn't inherit her. I guess we did inherit her.
Jennifer, she is very happy, regardless of what some of these haters and awareness people on here say. She is very happy.
Oh, there she is again. It's like somebody say my name. She, her grandmother had the mother of Juju, and poor little Romeo got attacked by, he got attacked by a Rottweiler, and he was just a little Jack Russell Chihuahua mix, and he didn't make it. When Granny passed, the mother of them got taken by Granny's son, but they kind of just left her behind. And we had 2 dogs at the time, and it took us a solid year. Believe it or not, the way she's acting now, it took us a solid year to get her to warm up to us. She was Granny's dog. One day Granny left the house and never came back. And it got cold. It like bone-chilling cold outside. I believe it was the year Reelfoot Lake froze over. Mm-hmm. She was still outside. We had to set a trap. We set a trap for her, caught her in the trap, and brought her inside. And when we let her loose inside the house, she went and hid up underneath the bed. And that's where she stayed for
a little while.
6-7 days until she finally came out. And I came home from work one night, and she's sitting in the recliner, and Angela had moved the recliner around, moved the living room around while I was at work, and we was living in Granny's old house, and put the recliner where her grandmother had her recliner. And I came in that night, and she was, babe, I want to show you something. She pulls back the cover, and there's little Juju just sitting in her lap. So she finally took up to this one over here. My legs swell after being in here for a while. Mm-hmm. I've gotten smart because I do have high blood pressure problems, so some days they swell anyway, and I wear compression socks. So when I know we're going to be in the car, I put on my compression socks. Y'all bear with me 1 minute. I'm getting a lot of text. Some days they swell anyway, and I wear compression socks. So when I know we're going to be in the car, I put on my compression socks. Y'all bear with me 1 minute. I'm getting a lot of tech compression socks. So when I know we're going to be in the 1 minute, I'm getting a lot of tech. Some stuff that got sent to me. Um, you can put that just awareness and not bullying all you want on your page, but if you're making fun of someone's uh, weight, their physical appearance, or anybody, that's bullying. That's not awareness. That's not bringing awareness to no one. That's just flat out being a bully.
That's it.
So if you're putting a post up and making fun of me because I'm in an orange shirt and I look like a big traffic cone, you're not bringing any awareness to anything I'm doing. You're just being a bully and making fun of me. Right? So, and you can put, this is for awareness, not bullying all you want. But it's bullying. You know. Leslie, we do not. Um, Mona, it's I can definitely. I've read all yours now. I've read about half of it just a while ago. Yeah, the congestive heart failure would not be a good idea for you to be in a car like this. Hopefully, the longest consecutive days we've been in it, I think, was 8 days, and it took me about 4 days of being in a room and wearing my compression socks and elevating my legs and everything for my swelling to go down, or my ankles and stuff.
And you did that, and I had seizures for about 3 days.
Yeah, it was a rough time. And see, I get made fun of because of the shoes I'm wearing. I'm wearing Crocs, and they don't realize is when we're in the car so much, my feet swell up. I can't get my feet in my tennis shoes.
But I mean,
so I wear Crocs. And I see a lot of people wear Crocs.
A lot of people wear Crocs. Like, Crocs is one of the number one selling shoes right now. I mean, like,
they have been for years now.
Yeah.
You know, but they're blue and green, and I get made fun of because of my shoes, and that's not awareness, guys. You know, making fun of that's just, making fun of her because, her hair. You needed a haircut that time, and your hair was a little long in the back. Oh, she's got a mullet, blah, blah, blah. I didn't, Mona. I not one bit. I'm just saying, like, that's... when I went and checked those messages, that's what they're doing on the other ones is... he's basically making fun of us on there, and that's not awareness. Feelings, please. No, take it wrong way. What would it take for you guys to make it again? I'm not 100% sure I understand the question, feelings, please. But and the only way this, I don't know how it ends. I don't know how it ends because we got off TikTok and it didn't end.
It's not going to end. This is something we're going to have to deal with.
Kaylee, no. I have been doing some work from home stuff. Unfortunately, it's a day by day assignment stuff, and there's just nothing on Sundays to actually do. So, But yeah, the people who get on here and make fun of everybody, that's not awareness. You can say you're awareness and not bullying all you want, but you are. And and at the end of the day, like that affects people. It's like you say what you want, you can do whatever. You can say, "Oh, I don't give a shit what people say about me." Well, maybe you don't, but maybe I do. When you see it enough, it just I worked at a factory called NSK for a long time. Uh, it's just the only way to get back ahead is for me to go back to a factory, and I can't go back to a factory until they get us in the housing. I got, I mean, 100% got fired for going to a funeral. The job I was supposed to be going to, I failed my physical because of my blood pressure, and I didn't get disqualified out. I could still, if I can get my blood pressure back under control, I can go back down there and reapply. The job that I was talking about that I was at for years, I went to a funeral. They told me I couldn't leave. I had a half a point, maybe a point at that time. And when I left, they told me I was fired. I don't have heart issues. I just have high blood pressure issues. And I do have diabetes, but my diabetes is getting better. I'm sure that'll be a next topic. Oh, he's too fat for his diabetes to get better. Again, it's the whole thing of I can't pull up at a job with my wife and my dog in the car. You know, um, yeah, it's kind of hard to, what they're just, especially in the months coming up, sit in a hot car all day while I'm at work. You know, what I'm hoping to happen is this homeless solution place that we've gone through helps us get housing or a hotel for a couple of weeks, and I can focus on getting a job until I get a paycheck. That's the main objective for me. But we're not going to be on here much longer. It's almost 10 o'clock. I don't want to burn my battery completely out. At 66% again. TikTok burns batteries fast. Um, so, but yeah, guys. Just a little up total. We made 94 cents, so we can probably stay in the hotel room now for at least 10 weeks by the awareness pages. Standards. Thank you, Chris. It was good seeing you, man. I ain't seen you in a while. Uh, yeah, I'm tired. I know she's getting tired. She's got a slight headache. We'll start trying to get hunkered down for the night, and uh, 975. 975 is actually a little cheaper than some of the places around here.
Mm-hmm.
Talking about $1,200, $1,300, $1,400 for 2-3 bedroom home. And heaven forbid you can find a 1 bedroom. We went and checked out. We thought we found one time. We'll tell this story. Then I got to get off here. I'm tired, and she's tired. Um, We thought we found a house. We was like, man, $500 a month, $250 deposit. Call the place. They was like, no, we don't do any applications, background check, anything. If you walk up with $750, the house is yours. I was like, man, can we go look at it? I was like, yeah, sure. Gave us the address. We went over and looked at it. And when I tell you, as the kids say today, no cap. The police tape was still across the back door for where they busted a math lab. We walked in the front door and the house stunk. Like, just horrible. And I was like, this, okay, good cleaning. That's what I keep telling myself. It's pretty cheap, but a good cleaning. We get to the back door and open it, and there is the caution police tape across the back door. And we got into the bathroom, and the bathroom was god awful. And they had busted a lab in there, in that house. And the landlord had just got it cleared to put back on the market and had not been in there to clean it up yet. So, yeah. That was our experience with a $500 home here. But all right, guys, we're going to get off here. Appreciate everybody for popping in and talking. Appreciate everybody who screenshot me. Hey, if he's watching, good night, asshole. I hope you sleep horrible. Hope it feels like fleas are biting you all night long while you're sleeping. I don't want anything bad to happen to him, just mildly inconvenient. I want it to feel like you washed your clothes and forgot your fabric softener. That's what I want. That's right there. For old inked up. Old tat head. Old Mikey Mike. I just want him to, and the rest of them, same thing. I want all the awareness people when you go to bed tonight. And I'm sure you'll be coming back and be like, well, at least I got a bed to lay in. I just want you to feel like you forgot your fabric softener in your clothes. And they're really rough and itchy. And you're uncomfortable all night. Eating bad cheese. Whew, that's rough. I hope you get up to go to the bathroom tonight and you step on a Lego. Mildly inconvenient. I hope you go to the bathroom tonight after you step on the Lego and it's a number 2 because you ate bad cheese and your finger goes through the toilet paper. All right, guys, we're ending on that one. See y'all later. Toilet paper. All right, guys, we're ending on that one. See y'all later.